There we go.
Okay, I'm cutting all this. Obviously, yeah.
What up, world?
Hello, and welcome to the first random comic vlog.
Ish type deal.
Let's retreat that entire take.
No, just keep it.
Fuck it.
No edits.
No edits. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Just cut the front end of me walking off, because that's gonna bore people.
Anyways, so me and Krif,
Yep.
I'm Bard, the Archivist, or Bradley Nephilim. I think I still have Bradley Nephilim as my channel name. Anyways, and this is...
I'm Krif, what up?
If you've seen any of the RCVs we've done before together,
We just our old channel of Bard and Krif play.
Eventually, those will
Come back.
possibly. Anyways, so we just got back from watching the Suicide Squad, and I really enjoyed it.
It was a good movie.
Let's go into non-spoiler right now.
So, non-spoiler, character development, great. Character interactions, great. Very fleshed out story.
Well,
Script-wise, the script was very well written for what they had. For what they were told to put in, the script was well written.
okay. We can agree and disagree on that one. Development-wise, there is some faults to it, because like we were talking about, they do hammer in, they do more tell, don't show, when it comes to characters like Harley's or Harley being Cray-Cray, and Floyd Lawton, or Deadshot, as a dad, which we'll get, screw it. All of this will be, now we'll go into spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, anyways, before we do, anyways.
Watch the movie before you watch this. Because
It's a good watch. Is it gonna be the best fucking movie? Is it better than Captain America Winter Soldier, which is still my favorite comic book movie of all time, not directed by M. Night Shyamalan? Unbreakable, great movie, watch it. Winter Soldier is still the best of the big two, but it is still good. So go watch it, come back, and now we're gonna...
It is the best that DC has ever put out for a live action movie.
That's a bold statement.
Think about what they've put out. Obviously, I mean during the
Excuse me, Green Lantern is a masterpiece.
No! It's the furthest you can come from a masterpiece. Okay.
No, that would be the Catwoman movie.
No, I can throw shit against the wall and still be better than either of those movies.
Yeah, but you won't have Van Wilder in your movie.
You mean Deadpool?
No, I mean...
Because that man is Wade Wilson.
That's very
That is not what we're talking about today.
However, we will do an RCV on Deadpool eventually, because, yeah, it's a great movie too. Anyways, so let's go into spoiler territory. The plot itself breaks down like this. Enchantress is evil. She wants to destroy the world by making a machine out of magic, which I think was kind of stupid.
I don't know why she constantly called it a machine. It was a fucking bolt of lightning.
No. No, what it was.
It was a fucking energy center that shot up in the sky and then zapped the fucking
Yeah, but
world.
didn't you see that it had cogs and everything?
No!
Yeah, those plumes of smoke. Those things that looked kind of like tentacles. Those were supposed to be cogs.
No, they were fucking tentacles.
So anyways, by the way, it's like 1 in the morning while we're recording this, so you get tired us, which is more entertaining us. Anyways, so Enchantress wants to build this stupid magic machine
To take over the world and destroy all of the armies.
to destroy all of the armies so she can take over the world. Of course!
It's because the humans turned on her and trapped her away.
Yeah, I kind of would have liked a little bit more of Enchantress's backstory.
I would have liked some actual plot for why she was doing what she was doing.
She was doing it because her and her brother used to own the planet. They used to be worshipped.
Her brother? Her fucking brother? You mean her goddamn slave?
Hey now, just because it's common. By the way, if it's not common, I'm sorry, but there's 2 black people in this movie.
Will Smith and the guy who got possessed by Enchantress's brother.
And Adewale added
No, he's green.
as Killer Croc.
He's very green and scaly. And fucking one of the best of the cast.
Oh my god, he doesn't have the most lines nor the most character. Like, they really force this as the
Deadshot and friends.
Well, Deadshot and Harley. And
No,
then
'cause
there's the
even
rest.
he overshadowed her a lot.
Yeah, but that's only in character, as in plot-wise, fucking Harley. Cause see, while Enchantress is doing that, Amanda Waller's all, well, fuck this noise. Let's go kill some bitches. By the way, they do Amanda Waller perfectly in this movie.
I love Amanda Waller.
She is straight up OG. And I'm not just saying that, Will Smith says it.
Well, no, Will Smith calls her a straight up gangsta.
That's because, spoiler, she pops solely because the people, you know, who else came in or who were with her or whatever the hell happened.
The people manning the home station, the FBI agents, didn't have clearance to know anything.
So she's literally all, okay, let's go. Bam, 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 bam. And that's the line from the trailer where Will Smith is all, that's a cold woman. Or whatever the hell. That's a bad bitch right there.
Yeah, she heartless.
Anyways, and then Amanda Waller's all, you know, okay, let's go send in the task force, fuck everyone. By the way, there will be swearing. It's an R-rated movie. Whatever. However, there is a second plot going on. Actually, there's like 2 other plots going on. One is Rick Flag is only doing this and being the, you know, liaison, field leader, whatever the hell, the handler of the Suicide Squad because he's banging Enchantress's human host. And by God, they will not let you fucking forget it.
Ever.
Second plot is the Joker wanting to go free Harley, which sounds like a good plot by itself. Like it would
have made a good standalone movie. It would have made a very good Harley Quinn movie.
Like yeah, what this actually I think that's my one of my not problems, but one of the things about this that is definitely negative.
Like
this is the Suicide Squad movie and the Harley Quinn movie shoved together.
Like how I think it would have worked out best is I think they should have had like the Rick Flag is banging Enchantress as a prequel movie, have this, and then have that ending of the Joker busting her out be the Harley Quinn movie.
You know what?
Showing
Maybe,
her getting captured and then him
I think that might be my
like if it was broken into 3 movies,
or even just 2 movies, because this is a solid second movie. Like
yeah,
like I do like the first act where they show, you know, this is who is all on the team.
Also, are we not going to talk about the fact that Deadshot and Harley each got their own themes, which was fucking amazing? And they fit so well.
Now that we've talked about the general plots, let's actually go into first act of the movie is here's everything on the fucking soundtrack.
Almost everything.
True.
They saved Bohemian Rhapsody for the final scene.
That's true.
Theme song nowhere in the movie. Only in the end credits.
Oh, we're talking Heathens?
Yeah.
By 21
I don't get it.
Magic
Play more.
Balloons?
The 21 Pilots. I always said 21 Stressed Out, but their major big hit was Stressed Out. Don't like 21 Pilots. Love Heathens.
By the way, great soundtrack too.
Oh my god, amazing soundtrack.
But like it does actually work really well. They really dump a lot of their and the first arc, like the first act, could have definitely been stretched out to be an actual origins movie. I know a lot of people don't like origin movies, but for something like Suicide Squad,
where you have 6 different main characters that you need. A lot of people went into this not knowing it was a comic.
Yeah.
Knowing it was a DC, brand, but probably knew nothing about the characters. Other than what they've learned from like the Batman games or BVS if they saw that, what have you.
very true.
So like having like individual or even just slightly longer introductions to each of the characters, rather than that brief little like bio blurb they did, which looked good.
Also, I think and this could have just been during Harley's when they show her face and everything.
Yeah.
Did you see the line that said "In memory of Robin"?
Yeah.
Okay. Easter egg? I was gonna say spoiler, but
But she really didn't have a hand in.
well, we don't know how it went down in the BVS world. The DCEU, which I still think is kind of a stupid name, because it's DC Expanded Universe. Which
Well, like when I think In Memory of Robin, you obviously know what I think. Here's my friend a crowbar. Wham, wham, wham.
Then we need to take one of you and me. You, me, and the crowbar.
Just a crowbar.
Little under the red hood humor there.
DCAU, amazing.
But also the DCOAU is also amazing.
The original animated universe?
The DC Original Animated Universe.
Okay.
That is their original animated movies.
Right.
That's the new stuff like Son of the Batman.
Right.
Justice League War. You know, with the best animation on the planet. Anyways, back to Suicide Squad.
Right.
Good movie.
Alright, so we had the character introductions.
Character introductions is good. It is a sloppy second act. I will admit that. It's when they're going through the city and everything. It's you can tell that there is a lot on the cutting room floor because there are moments that like are literally just there because you
it's
felt
very disjointed.
Yeah,
like there's scenes that are missing. They're not left on the cutting room floor. They're just flat out missing. They don't make sense together.
Very true. And even that, and like to continue with what he was saying, there's like a lot of sections in there that are only like 10 to 15 seconds, you know, clips.
Yeah.
Like we're bad guys, it's what we do.
Like, okay, I can kind of understand why
it was in the
she saw the purse, she liked the purse, I can understand that.
And then like immediately it feels completely different as it.
But then they're in a completely different location and there is no purse. Continuity!
Great continuity. But honestly, it is a sloppy second, and the finale,
although, and this may seem a little off, but the very first combat sequence we get.
Which one is that?
The weird fucking Last of Us clicker things when they swarmed over the fucking cop cars. Felt very forced.
Oh yeah.
And then at the very end, felt very rushed.
I could believe that. Like they not talked themselves, but they wrote themselves into okay, we want an action beat here. I don't like this, and now we'll actually get into the big nitpicks here. The fucking zombie clicker legion was kind of stupid.
They weren't exactly legion because they weren't split from the same thing. But the fact that they're created by her just shoving her tongue down some random person's throat?
She's cute. I've known uglier women who've made zombies out of men by shoving their hand.
If it turned you into that weird pustule-popping black thing that looks like a clicker from The Last of Us, would you still?
Now we're talking, she looks exactly like she does there.
Yeah? And you fully know it's gonna happen, because you've watched it happen to other people.
No, but I'd probably smack her on the ass and tell her to. By the way, some of the best lines in this movie.
It's a very quotable movie, it really is.
Like, especially Will Smith, but it's Will fucking Smith, so anything that man says is quotable. You know, be it fucking Roland Emmerich lines from, you know, Independence Day. You are not as charming as you think I am. Yes, I am.
Alright,
But... And then the final act is they all stop Enchantress. I kind of don't like the fact that she lived, only because I would have liked... I wanted a darker film with this. Like, still dark...
that the human host lived?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I think June should have actually died because... Alright, like, the way it seemed for me is that June was trapped inside of her own body.
Right.
Or on a different plane, for all we fucking know, because of the whole...
Yeah, that cool, the cool...
The amazing, like, hand flip thing where it went from June
I
to
love all of the transformation. Like, I think the effects in this...
Visually, the visual effects were very good.
Save for the fact we saw it in 3D, I would not recommend it in 3D
I don't go see
all.
it in 3D. It's one of the...
Like, there's like
very
3 shots in it that are, oh wow, this is cool looking 3D.
Now, the other thing about it is, you know, maybe she's trapped in her own body, maybe she's on another dimension, whatever. But the fact that the active part of her body would have died?
Yeah, no, that would have... That
should have killed her.
Like, I would have liked to see it as, you know, oh, hey, since she got her heart back, you know, now there is no June, there is only... Oh my god, that's who she reminded me of.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
She was Gozer! Think about it, the twitchy, you know...
I know. By the way, Enchantress does not stop wiggling.
when she gets her heart back.
She's casting a spell, and she's literally just belly dancing the whole time. No, I'm not going to belly dance.
I've seen him belly dance, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't gonna happen.
Look like a fucking fish out of water.
But he's not wrong. It's like there's some times where, you know, she's talking like as like the dark enchantress we've seen, she's very doesn't move.
The primal feral enchantress.
Yeah.
Almost. But that's fine. But after she
fuck
gets her heart back,
here's your heart. Oh my god, it's like a gay guy at a rave. I'm not making fun of any gay persons. Though there is one that I know.
Persons? People.
No, I'll make fun of any people, but it's persons that I... Anywho.
Alright, so... Favorite part from the movie?
Favorite part from the movie. I will let you answer this first.
Alright, for me it's a tie. And hilariously, neither of them have to deal with Digger.
Oh, really?
Really? I thought it would have too, going into it, because, you know, member of the Rogues Gallery.
He actually has some, like, he does have some, actually, why don't, instead of going to favorite scenes and everything, let's talk character.
Alright, character.
I will save the big ones for...
Alright.
So, talk about Digger.
Alright.
He actually has some great moments in this.
He does. He has some amazing moments, but that's all it is. It's just moments. He doesn't... Like, they kept him very true to a comic character, but he didn't have enough screen time. He didn't have any standout parts. Everyone else had a big standout part, and all Digger did was throw the frickin' camera boomerang and get it shot down and went bugger. That was his big moment.
I don't know. I think his big moment...
Maybe getting stabbed.
I was actually going to say when he turned around to Slipknot and went, we're going to break out.
That's not his moment. That's Slipknot's moment for getting his fucking head blown off.
By the way, we all knew that Slipknot was not going to survive this. But
by the way, for the people who don't read comics, Slipknot has he has agility as his superpower.
Mostly.
It's
Remember,
not whatever his name is.
Rosario Dawson from Sin City. Not their his specialty.
But yeah,
that reminds me, I gotta watch A Dame to Kill For. It's on Netflix finally.
Different movie. But yeah, no, it's not Corey, whatever his name is, the lead singer of Slipknot. The character's name is Slipknot.
Do you really think? Oh, dude, there's gonna be a Slipknot concert.
You never know. You never know. There's gonna be that one person.
No one watching this video.
You never know.
So,
alright, so yeah.
You really liked...
I liked the subtle things that they gave Digger. The fact that his boomerangs were made out of pretty much two tied together knives.
Yeah,
that was good. His fucking pink unicorn. Because he loves that unicorn.
Also, this motherfucker does not look like Jai Courtney at all.
Oh my god, no!
Like, maybe it's because I've only seen Jai Courtney in, you know, things like Terminator Genesis where he's clean cut and trying to be Channing Tatum.
Right, where he's, you know, he's supposed to be that, you know, washboard ab-ish.
Your standard,
very chiseled jaw.
But he's not.
He's got a beard like mine. And fucking like a coat and a sweatshirt and a fucking baseball button.
And he's always drinking, which I thought was actually kind of funny.
And very true to the character. Dude's an alcoholic.
Like my favorite moment with him actually was the, if you guys want to leave, you can. He just grabs all the fucking booze in front of him. Is it booze or energy drink?
No, it's booze.
Okay.
It's like Guinness cans.
Oh, okay,
It could be Guinness, it could be Foster's, I don't know, but it's supposed to be alcohol.
Foster's.
It is an Aussie.
Yeah, but Foster's don't look like 1893 Pepsi can. Guinness, yes.
I'd have to say one of my favorite scenes involving his alcoholism had to be when they were right after the, you know, alright, we're gonna go fucking kill Enchantress. And he walks up, finishes his beer, crushes the can, and tosses it to the side. Now that was good.
I think both of our favorite scenes tied together around the same thing, because literally, as soon as, you know, Flag, because it's after everyone realizes Amanda Waller's, oh my god,
that shit crazy.
oh my god, sending them on a suicide mission. That was also something in the writing that was very, like, everyone turned around, you know, your task force said, oh, so we some kind of suicide squad. Yeah. And then the big crux at the end where it's a falling out is, you motherfucker, you didn't tell us we were on some suicide mission.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that they didn't bring up the fact that the bitch, that they're going to kill this bitch who has magical powers and he's fucking.
So what you're saying is, you didn't tell me you hit that, fuck you.
No, you didn't tell me you hit that. Also, why this bitch got magical powers? She not a terrorist, she a fucking witch.
You know, you can be a terrorist and a witch. Don't be racist, man.
Witch isn't a race. It's a class.
No, I'm fairly certain it's a lifestyle, considering the heart thing. Maybe we should be doing this.
No, maybe that's a class-specific attribute.
Anywho, the other characters, again, Slipknot is literally just and you know the moment he steps out of this fucking truck,
and they introduce him,
he's going to die because it's literally, here's everyone, you know, it's big finale and then just, or big intro and then just, oh, there's Slipknot. Do-do-do-do-do.
Killer Croc was great.
Killer Croc was probably like, I don't want to say the breakout character, but the character that got every line he
Here's
said.
the thing, Killer Croc is that quiet friend you have who doesn't say a lot, but when they do, it's fucking golden.
Like, all he wants is BET.
Yeah, that was his big request for saving the world. He wanted BET.
You know, you've got Deadshot, I want to see my daughter. You got Harley going, I want an espresso machine.
Which is weird. That woman does not need caffeine. I don't drink coffee.
And then he just all BET, and that actually leads to one of my favorite Waller things because Boomerang's and all, fuck that, I got 10 years off my 3 life sentences. Screw you, I want more. I'm out or gone. Do you want to play? And then just Waller, oh, we can play. And then next we see Boomerang, he's naked in a jail, in like solitary.
Well, we can't say he was naked. We know he was not wearing a shirt, but we can't say he was naked.
First thing you eat in the hole is your pants. As you can see from our wall behind us.
He won't let you leave.
The Lord has brought him to me. By the way, that's a reference to Black Snake Moan that I think no one has ever heard of at this point.
I love Black Snake Moan. Alright, so
Boomerang's great. Killer Croc, I think, is solid.
Amazing.
Slipknot, fuck him.
Katana, I don't know much about the character.
They don't really do a lot with the character. She's literally there as just a hired gun to stop, you know,
the squad from
killing
people.
Killing Flag outright so they don't get, you know, their head popped off. A la Dandelion.
Well, Slipknot got his head.
That's
This was hung upside down.
Yeah.
Like, someone could have at least cut him down.
The most symbolic death I've ever seen is literally, I'm going.
Grappling hooks up to a building, he's going up, they pop his head. It literally explodes into tiny chunks. He smacks a window and then is hanging upside down.
And like, they do the shot that it's like, you know, perfectly enough to go, see what he just did? Don't do that. And then Boomerang, they do even cut to Boomerang going, well, never mind that psychological thing. Then we'll go with Diablo.
Diablo, fucking amazing. Greatest character backstory.
It's true.
You know, greatest hidden attribute for a character.
I was really surprised they actually pulled the transformation out, because like...
And the fact that he can't keep it for long because he burns out.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he didn't just wail on Enchantress's brother until, you know...
Why do you keep using her?
Because I don't consider that a brother-sister relationship. That is a bitch who is my slave, I am your queen, you listen.
I know you're the oldest in your family, but that's what an older sister relationship is.
Is it?
Yes. Yes, it is. Hi, sis.
I didn't treat my siblings that way.
Should I start listing the names you called your sister?
Oh, I call them names all the time, but it's not, I'm older than you, you do this.
No, it's I'm bigger, stronger. Smack. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. Anyways, back to Diablo. This isn't Dr. Phil.
Back to Diablo, amazing.
They give him actually a like compared to like Boomerang, who we don't actually see any background to,
Right.
or Katana, where it's only given the, you know, oh well, you know, her husband's soul is in the blade she uses.
Well, we got a little bit of background with Boomerang because that's where we got the Flash cameo.
Oh yeah. Are we gonna count the? Actually, yeah, there is a Flash cameo in this. That was because from what I was seeing before the releases and everything, or before it released, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Batman, you know, pretty much brought all these people in," which I can understand.
Which we did get a Batman cameo too.
We actually got like 3. One Batman 3 times.
No, we got Batman, and then we had a Bruce Wayne.
No, we had Batman, and then we had Batman in the Floyd killing him.
Alright, but Floyd was still in the same fucking outfit he was when Batman caught him.
You're right. That's 3 separate scenes, though.
For all we know, Floyd could have been going back to
Also,
that day.
by the way, when he took in Harley and the Joker. By the way, Joker's kind of a dick.
Joker's...
But we'll get to Joker after. Okay, anyways, we're done with...
Right, so, Diablo?
Diablo, I thought was a great character.
I love him. I want more of Diablo.
And they do actually give him, like, a sympathetic... Like, compared to everyone else's.
Yeah.
Even Deadshot, who's...
Even the fact that he felt remorse for what he did. Literally, the only reason he scorched those people in that fucking jail yard was so he would be put by himself.
True.
So he would be taken away from people so he could die peacefully with what he's done.
I think that's why he also drew the crown on himself.
Well, that was more like, I am the king of this place, fuck you bitches, just to try and goad them. I think.
But he also has a solid character arc that does end tragically. Badassly, but tragically.
Ish. We still don't know what happened to him.
It's a big ass spider.
Oh, I think no. Whatever.
Anyways. But, by the way, if we get swarmed by spiders, who's posting this video? The spiders have the channel.
Either that or it's gonna be uploaded in their last moments. The fuck was wrong with them?
Weirdest found footage film we've ever made. Only we've ever made.
Although it will be an actual found footage film. But we're not gonna get into that.
No, that's going to be for our channel, our separate channel, Bard and Krif, where we're going to finally get back into being us. But anywho, Diablo,
Diablo
they did
great,
good.
Killer Croc, Boomerang,
Killer
Slipknot.
Harley. I loved Margot Robbie's interpretation of the character with like 15 asterisks after it because, one, she needed to pick a goddamn accent.
Yep.
Like, there are times where she's going Brooklyn, there's times she's Boston, there's times she's got none, there's time, air quote, got none, because I know a lot of people who go, well, that is an accent, but...
Please ignore the noises in the background.
I won't. And then, you know, she even slips into her Aussie a little bit. But other than that, they do give her, I don't want to say an arc, but... They don't flesh out her crazy as much as... Still recording?
Yep.
Okay. They don't flesh out her crazy as much as they should. They do a lot of telling, you know, like everyone seems to